Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Pillars of Eternity in turn-based mode, as we have done so far.
Sure.
And we're going to. I was thinking about it. I think I am going to stay in the turn-based mode, even for sort of the smaller battles. So I was having a think about it. I mean, that's why we're here, isn't it? Plus, you can't always know on the face of it what is what if you're coming up to an easy encounter or not. Always, yeah. So we'll keep going for now. Looks like we can go into Copper Lane here. So let's do that. 15 minutes? I think we can probably manage that. Looking forward to getting to a merchant and selling some of this junk that we got from the dungeon under Caed Nua.
Defiance Bay, the city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution, now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whiteone's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
We are. Okay, let's head in. We'll be doing fast exploring. It just helps us get around these big maps a bit quicker, doesn't it? Is that stealing? That's not stealing. I'll grab that. What we got? We got some ripple sponge, huh?
It used to be a lot less of a mess.
Protest here. We can.
Well met, friend.
This is Rowan, apparently. Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. You in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy's no better here. It's the Animances, vagrant scorchermen, they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words, though, us dozens are gonna put a stop to it. What are the dozens? He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animances and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like the militia, the dozens, except for the training and the discipline, and the code of honor. His eyes gleam. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more, stop by Admeth's Den sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinking in there that can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the Animances want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. Well, what are you doing here? He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animances dangerous liberties. What do you know about Animancy? Well, it's the study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is in the purview of the gods. The Edirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Engwithan times, which is why you'll see Animances tinkering with old Engwithan artifacts. Kana raises a fist to cough discreetly into it. Half true it's all, but he is an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animances got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. Our emphatic friend is correct about one thing at least. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. Well, this is the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Edirran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days, we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Hondra's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. He ticks each off on a calloused finger. Alright, well tell me, this is Copper Lane. What's going on here? Well, this here is Copper Lane. He taps a scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district, but you've also got the Expedition Hall directly below, north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozens
Martyrs and I tend to meet up with other concerned citizens.
He points to a long domed building west and north of your position.
And that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place, you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood.
Kana laughs.
Eerie indeed. It might be less so if more kith stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit Boring Guy and see just what mysteries are revealed.
Alright, tell me about Brackenbury. A noise of disgust rattles in his throat.
Well, the nobility that didn't sail back to Ada stayed there. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got a Hadron House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Brackenbury Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in the city.
He spits on the cobblestones. What about First Fires?
Well, that's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days is overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valian Embassy, and Crucible Keep.
He shakes his head.
The Crucible Knights...
he's going very deep south all of a sudden.
Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay. But now they're just strutting peacocks with their eyes on fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old temple of Wodica there, too. We keep it real nice for her.
He winks. And Andra's gift?
I got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a fun place too if you know where to look.
He winks and elbows you.
I'll look for a place called the Salting Mast while you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes.
And Heritage Hill? He shivers.
Oh, it used to be one of the more prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claim plots up there next to an ancient Anglican tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types these days. A lot of animancy patrons.
He spits. He glances at the crowd and lowers his voice.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple of months ago. The authorities sealed it off and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, animancy's to blame.
Alright, let's talk about something else. Farewell! Okay, well, we've got a little rundown of Defiance Bay then, and what's some of what's going on here. Do we have a whole map to show? We got a whole clear map here. Let's see what we got. The Goose and Fox. Sounds like a tavern to me. Exits to Brackenbury and the world map. That's the Expedition Hall. That's where he directed us to. The Marketplace. I want to go there. Pernisk's house. Undala's house. Scrivener's dormitory and catacombs. Well, let's. We want to probably cross the bridge now. I don't think there's going to be a lot down here. There's not. Okay. Calm waters smell faintly of refuse. So this is the Goose and Fox. I actually want to go into the marketplace first, I think. We'll come back to here. I'm keen to see if we can get a sizable amount of gold. Who's this? Oh, it's a news crier, I think. It's Peregrine. Saw her in the last episode. The Orland woman bounces up and down at your approach. Remember me? We met by Madame Bridge. She slaps you playfully on the shoulder. Thanks for helping me out back there. As promised, I'll give you the best prices in town. If it weren't for you, I'd still be broke. All right, show me your wares. Now, we want to sell all our shit. All our shit. Yeah, let's do sell value low to high. Okay, we're going to work all of this stuff. There might be some more unique things we keep, but honestly, all this stuff has got to go. I don't think I can do it any more quickly than just click, 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 click. Go, go, go. I don't know who's. We must have like a team of Sherpas carrying all this stuff for us. Okay, so we got some more high quality stuff. Have a look. See, so we've got fine hatchet. I think I'll sell that. A lot of door I might keep, but we can sell the bow. In the armor's side, I think we get rid of all this stuff. Go. We'll keep the mantle for now. We might come to a place where having some frost protection seems pretty good. I think I'll sell the traps that I get. This is just junk stuff, right? We'll keep all the ingredients, though. Okay, so what's that? It's 4,500 copper pieces. So that pretty good. Now, oh god, I should have looked at her wares before doing this. I can kind of look at the prices and see if there's anything worth me actually taking a closer look at. Nope. What about armor? Okay, she's got some plate. I think this is stuff I just sold, isn't it? So we'll leave it for now. The thing about the plate armor is it means that you act very late. And it doesn't have any special qualities either, so... What was she actually selling? I don't think she had any of her own stuff. She got some of this, I suppose, the traps. Yeah. I will... So I can have... How many camping supplies can I actually have? Can I have that? I thought it was up to 4. I mean, if I can have that. I'm going to buy another grappling rope as well, because I used mine. Yeah, so I can only have... 4 then, I think. I thought that was probably... Okay, well, that'll do for now, I reckon. Yeah, it says 4. So. Oh, what am I... yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. I wouldn't mind looking at, more specialized merchants. Let's see what you got. Okay, what's this? I mean, I can't afford it, but... it gives them extra spell uses. Okay. This is same, but for wizards. Aloth's a wizard, isn't he? Kind of expensive. Be good. I don't want. I mean, I don't want to get into like giving away all my money right now. So. What's this? Summon Delimgan. Nice to know who that was for 15,000. Presumably quite a good summon though, but I don't have enough. Yeah, so I take it. Okay. That's fine. What about you?
How do you do?
Dragon meat. Okay. Dragon egg. Eh. You just sort of food vendor then. Camping supplies. I wish you could have slightly more than 4 supplies. We got through those quite quickly. In the introduction. Okay, what's he saying here? You will find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay, outside Sonild's, of course. What's so special about Sonild? She operates in the Expedition Hall. She sells the best equipment in the city, but Ween Anne keeps her on a short leash, keeps her fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozens, and anyone else she takes a liking to. Okay, well, let's see what you got. You just... Okay, what's this? Borisane. Two-handed warbow. It's kind of like a vampiric weapon. 20% of damage restored as endurance. I mean, the thing is, I suppose I don't really take a lot of damage if I'm at range. It's expensive, too. Now, what's this? I kind of want to compare it to what Aloth's using. He doesn't do a lot of damage with his base. Yeah, this. So if I did it like this. Here we go. Similar damage, but what's it doing? So it's doing, well, for a bit of extra accuracy, 15% extra damage. When you're low on endurance, it gets better. And then 20% of graze is converted to hits. Yeah, I mean, it's good, it's good. It's all my money, but it's good. And what's this? It's a pike. The pistols are more basic types. Ooh. Shatterstar. Warhammer. Engage an extra enemy. That's potentially interesting. What's this? The Dunrid Demon. Isn't it a helmet that gives you intellect? Okay. I've just given Aloth a hood that gives intellect, haven't I? I compare it to what he's wearing. Yeah, so his hermit's hat is actually worth its market value is worth more, so that makes sense. Who else? Well, I think probably what I'll do is head into the expedition hall and see if we can see what some of the more unique weapons and stuff are like. Rather than spend my money now and potentially regret it. Shields have been battered and scarred in long ago battles. Mystery meat, hey, we'll take it. Who's this guy? Admeth's Den. Well, let's take a look.
Mercenaries. All fancy weapons and no skill.
There's Weenan. Bandon Lear. Well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by five other hard-looking individuals. Bin the Nimble, one of his companions, eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet.
Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Bin's giant slayers run things around here, and you'll be fine.
Never heard of them. His eyes narrow.
Well, you have now. Stick around Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go round, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that.
A voice bellows from across the hall.
Enough jabber, you gotta do the job or talk about it.
His jaw tightens.
Weenan's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself.
He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin towards the door.
See you around, pup.
Alright, Weenan?
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Okay. He's got a different type of voice to what I did. I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
What about the dozens? Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwen at the Evondur Bridge. A lot of folks don't know about how Waidwen wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Halgot's citadel and faced down a god. Held him there until the bomb went off. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. First line of defense, whatever it takes. We've got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwen, it's his damned legacy. It's the damn soul bushes in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. What else do you need? Oh well. Okay, we're not going to look at the guys who are just there because they supported the game development. What's this? Edges of these swords have been blunted with practice. So this is Osric.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
I'm looking for work.
An expedition, talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although, I do have something I need done. Something that requires... He glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. Why don't you just ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Alright, then what's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
I got word from reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunrid Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Zagani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Massex traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. I don't need to hire an adventurer. Tell me about the expedition hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up the money, hire adventurers, and explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. They come back alive, they split the spoils. Not it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Okay. So he pointed me back to Weenan for this expeditions thing. Like, what's going on with this? Daggers mark the locations of various Engwithan ruins. Notes posted around the map list bets on current expeditions. Okay, so what's going on with this? Okay. Right. So that's kind of just going back and forth a little bit. What's going around here? This looks like the quartermasters, Sonild.
Good day to you.
Haven't seen you before. You heading out with an expedition company, or are you betting on one? Tell me about the expeditions. Well, there are groups of adventurers adventure into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed, if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going, but that's how the expeditions get funded, and every once in a while one of the adventuring companies will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers. How long have you worked here? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods towards the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. The dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers so long as you stick by them. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I only do business with them and they're good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he can make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits. Okay, so we've got a quest for Osric anyway to then maybe get access to Sonild's good gear. What's going on here? Because I'm able to sneak this. If no one else, let's get into.
Take a look.
Crap, let's get into stealth mode. So I'm mechanics 4, I think.
I've got it.
Let's try this. Yeah.
Finished.
Geological map. Description of a cavern where molten rock flows in a deep chasm. Okay. Do that. Why don't you take a grapple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to try this one as well. So this 3 lockpicks. Alright, go on then.
Finished.
And we get a basic quarterstaff. Absolute garbage. Alright, how many lockpicks does that leave me with? 2? Alright. Crowbars don't stack, do they? Yeah. Skip one to Adair there. Okay, well. So much for that. That might be it for here, yeah? That looks like it. Nothing kind of down in this corner, is there? Okay, well, we need to go and... So let me just read... So what's this thing about the... Releases role. Might have forged document. I can... Okay, so I need to go and steal the document, then find someone to take it to prove if it's fake or not. Well, I'm going to kind of proceed through the areas, pick up quests, and kind of solve tasks as we're sort of in the course of exploring, for the most part, I think. Generally how I do this kind of thing. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back to the Goose and Fox, because there might be some stuff to pick up from there, but there's also a little section over here. There might be something. There's a house to go into. I mean, there's going to be houses that aren't marked on the map. They might just have, like, a chest to rob or something. Let's have a look. Oh, these are actually named characters. Interesting. Langdon?
Right, everyone knows the plan.
Up the wall and in the window. Grab the jewel for the pretty little lord. We got it.
There's a dwarf if I have to.
Langdon, we've got company.
What's going on here? A smile like a ragged scar stretches across the man's face.
Well, that's the least of your concerns, friend. You made a grave mistake coming here.
Alright. Turn-based mode. So it's me, isn't it? So, who's the bear going to go for? Maybe this guy, Slugging. Let's do that. I'm going to put a bit of DOT onto Langdon here. And I'm going to run back.
Hi?
Good. What are you doing, Aloth? Where is he? This is... Oh, that's Dorrance, isn't it, of course. Don't like your pathing there, I'll be honest. Yeah. I think with turn-based mode, definitely some of the pathing I've noticed is a bit strange sometimes. Not quite here.
Ready, Watcher.
Sagani joining us for the first time. Okay, so we'll do another wounding shot. Maybe we'll do this one on old Sluggig over there. Yeah, she's not quite as adept doing damage as me. The Dulmec. Okay, well I put the Hunter's Mark on this guy, so might as well do this. Now, why is Durrance Psychic Backlash? Okay, that's interesting. Tell you what, those. 2 mark just did 44 damage. That's pretty nice. Confused and frightened my bear. Dirty Rigbert. Doing some damage. Right, a dare. Well, we should get up on this guy. What? Why? Oh. Knock him over.
Yes? Yes?
Your
tail ends here!
No!
How may I help?
What are they doing? Injured, barely injured, badly injured.
Lavaru, be on seek!
Hoping that's going to kind of start ricocheting around in there. I could be wrong. Okay, but let's do this. Don't like that daisy, so I'm going to put some DOT on her too.
Ready.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. I'm back for more. That was pretty good. Alright, Sagani, what we got? Near death. Okay, tell you what.
My bow's ready.
There's a lesson to be taught!
Hey. Parade!
Yeah. Let's go! Ugh.
Max might get the killing blow here. Maybe not.
I'm here. My bow's ready.
Hey. Cool. Alright, what have they got on him? He's got... Fine. Okay, what's their letter? Our contact inside Raymont Manor will leave a second-story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the heart of the White March in a hidden chamber. You crew together and head to Brackenbury before Lord Raymond removes the jewel, AD. Okay, well, I'm going to just put this in the sales stuff. Yeah, nothing special there. What's this guy got? Trash, really. But let's see what we got in here. We should sneak.
Found something.
There we go. I should have quite a lot of jewels as well, thinking about
Slow
it.
and silent.
I didn't see where
Got
those
it. Finished.
go for sale. Is this leaving the oh no, okay, we've got another place in here. It's just a lore book. Muddy boot prints and splotches of ale stain the bed sheets.
Look.
Okay, can I do this? Yeah. Ooh, I tell you what was I saying about stuff that's not... Oh, there's another room here. Stuff that isn't named on the map generally isn't that interesting. Well, this was, in actual fact. That's nothing in particular. Alright. Yeah, alright. Little Thieves' Den. The quest we got just said to tell someone about the plot, so I'm not sure who yet, but we'll, I'm sure in the course of our explorations,
You're from Gilded Vale?
find out.
Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Aedan. Isn't that the name of the nameless one in Planescape? I can't remember. So the next thing we've got is. Actually, I'm going to go. I'm going to backtrack to the inn because we might get some quests in there that we need to do. Adair also wants to chat, so we'll do that once we get down here.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Assume there'd be less of them.
Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up Wadewan with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything kills a living god, I guess you gotta name it. What do you have against them? Nah, nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks, anyway. Dozens. They like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or a sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrant, too, especially when they want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. People hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have as many members if they called themselves the loudmouth sheepfuckers. Right. Let's continue. Alright, okay. Hang on. There we go. Right, let's go in. This Stelgear's pelt is thick with dust and moths. The plaque below the beast reads Maiden Falls 2682. I'll talk to the guy in a minute. Is there anything else kind of going on here? The cane row. A woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. What are you doing here? She takes a long drink from her glass. Just trying to calm down and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kenra looks up at you, and lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. It's something I need to give to my fiancé, Pernish. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks, but you don't understand. It's not like Pernish. It's these new friends of his. They've brought out the worst in him. Tell me about them. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Pernish makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Zvef changes you, I guess. The Pernish I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd... She trails off, feeling the swollen, discoloured flesh. But Zvef makes people calm and listless. It shouldn't make them violent. She shrugs. I don't really know. It's seen better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could talk to him. A hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off, but if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I lose my temper and probably wind up with another one of these. She points at a bruise. I wouldn't normally hand this off to a stranger, but people say you've got a good heart. If you give this back to him, he'll know we're done. All right, I'll do it. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. All right, okay. Sounds like a lovely chap. Now, is the noble someone to speak to? A dragon is outlined in charcoal pencil. The thick, jagged lines and the faint smell of sulphur suggest that the artist completed this sketch in a hurry. Cliff Dragon, White March, 2685.
I'll get it open.
I can actually open that without lockpicks.
Shh. I've got it. Finished.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. Okay. So you might make use of that. Am I wearing rings? What have I got? I've got the Minor Protection, Gorn's Pledge. I really don't need that maybe as much as someone like Adair. I might put this on and get more damage to spirits and stuff. Who else tends to take a bit of damage? I suppose Durrance can. Oh, let's give it to Durrance. Alright, let's talk to the bartender then.
Good day, stranger.
The man behind the bar is nearly the size of an Ormawa. A handle protrudes from his back and his face is set in a stoic frown. Gives you a small nod. Here for a drink? There's a tiny pewter cup in front of him. He turns it in one broad hand but doesn't drink from it. Tell me about yourself. Name's Bishop. Used to be a scholar of Berath. Now I run the Goose and Fox and keep the regulars in line. Or is there to tell? How'd you go from religion to taverns? Well, the journey isn't as long as you'd think. It started with Hollowborn and with this. He takes a black bottle from under the bar and fills the pewter cup. It was my sister's son. He takes a drink. At the beginning of Waidwin's legacy, he was one of the first. I never expected there would be so many after him. Tragedy is part of the cycle, but it's followed by rebirth. Yet every year more parents were grieving for their Hollowborn children, and the gods were silent. What answer were you expecting? Berath promises rebirth, cycles, but the only cycle I found was this one. Have a drink, have another, and another until I couldn't remember how I got home. Wake up, come back. I finally woke up one day to see my family had packed up and left. For all I know, they'd left days before and I just hadn't noticed. They were gone, so I came here. I've cleaned up since then, not that I found my answers. I just stopped asking questions. It's a lively place. It was founded in the early days of Deerwooden independence by a traveling scholar named Errol of Levi. He wanted a place where kids of all backgrounds could gather and hash out the issues facing their new country. Didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brackenbury aristocrats argued with dock workers from the Gift, while soldiers wrangled with politicians. Deerwoodens had never been known to turn down an argument. What happened next? Soon, kith were coming from the farms and settlements too. This place got even more popular with the Valian sailors than the Salty Mast, and that was the problem. No matter what people say about fair-mindedness and civil debate, there's only so much people will tolerate. Errol found himself on the wrong side of an argument with the wrong Thane, and when he disappeared a few days later, some said it was the work of that Thane. But Errol knew which way the wind was blowing, if you ask me. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere, hoping for rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. If only he could see it now. Say goodbye. Let's go upstairs, though. There might be someone else to talk to upstairs. Another adventuring group by the look of it. Wondering if any of them are willing to talk.
Good day to you.
Two-tone Weaksel. An Orland man relaxes with his feet propped on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under a full mane of blue-green hair. He and the Orland woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio at a nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you.
You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink?
Who are all of you?
The name's Two-Tone Weaksel. The lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we were hoping to enjoy a little peace and quiet. For the next few weeks, anyway.
A man at the next table nods at you. I'm Deadshot Dayton. This is Herdy and Ilfa.
We were part of a separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. Beasts, barbarians, bivouacs. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one too.
Aye, and here's to many more prosperous journeys.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Finished.
Ooh, more lockpick. More lockpicks. Let's take those. Nice little find. Yeah. Okay. That might be it. Just the one quest out of here then. I want to go to this Pernish's house. Which I think is just on the other side of the marketplace.
Well, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
Ooh, another one of those. Spread those around. They can come in useful. Okay. What are the approaches here? Hobbit pipeweed. There's Pernish. No one upstairs, huh? What's up there?
What do you do? The bedroom and all that? Private things. I'm saying, you don't go creeping into other people's bedrooms.
Any chance you could look the other way?
Well, I do like the view over this way.
He turns around. Okay, let's go upstairs. Maybe we should sneak. We might not get spotted by them. What's this? Scroll of Insect Swarm. Okay. Give that to you. Okay, well, we're probably going to have to fight our way through here. Thing is, that might turn the whole building hostile to us, so I might just not do that for now. Let's go and see what Pernish says. The man before you flashes a toothy and rather unpleasant grin. Well now, a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Pernish, and this, he gestures to the room around you, is my humble abode and place of business. And I do hope you're here to do some business. He glances at the nearby guard. Seems like a lot of guards for one man. You must be popular. He raises a brow. Sure, right. Very perceptive. This business attracts some less pleasant types. Sometimes the clientele gets a little pushy, and every so often someone even turns out to be snooping into things they shouldn't, and lessons have to be taught. His face shivers with a quick, unreadable emotion. I'm sure you're too smart to get wrapped up in all of that, of course. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the sveff. You're free to make use of the premises as long as you don't do anything stupid and you don't get tangling with the other customers. Now, what can I get you? Kenra asked me to give you this. He takes the ring and turns it around in his fingers. Nice! What's this for? You don't recognize the wedding band you gave Kenra. He laughs. Oh, yeah, I see now. Heh. She's making a statement, is she? Good riddance to her, then. Sorry I ever spent the coin to begin with. Now, is that all? Seems a difficult thing to forget, giving your grandmother's ring to someone. Well, maybe she's just not worth remembering, eh? Well, you're playing lapdog for her and all. Why don't you go back and tell her to keep clear of here? She seemed to care for you. Why are you doing this? Plenty of stars in the sky. Tell her to go sit up in the salty mast if she's feeling lonely. Me and her are done. How dare you hit your own fiancée? How can you live with yourself? Ah, she was asking for it. Sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging around in affairs that don't concern you. Me? I got business to get back to. Doors that way. Something's not right here now. Don't plan on leaving till I find out what's going on. Then you won't be leaving at all, friend. I was tired of wearing this face anyhow. Guards, to me! Uh-oh. What do we got here? We got mercenaries, and we've got Nyrid, huh? Let's have a look at the quest first. His old self, that's what it was called. Just says uncover what happened. Okay, well, we're about to go turn-based. Now it's me and then a bunch of mercenaries, huh? So maybe we should get some of that going. I think I can hit that. So let's go with that. It's a pretty good hit. Now am I gonna get hit? He may not be engaged with me in melee yet. He's not. I'm just gonna run over here. Let's do one of them.
Ready, Watcher.
Sagani, eh? Right, Sagani. Sagani Weaver. Well, let's pick you on. Maybe one of them too. He's kind of stuck.
Hey.
Alright, well, let's tell you what, let's knock this guy down.
Yes?
Yes. Okay, shoot Nyrid. Stop! Nyrid staggers back, holding a bloody hand in front of him. I give up! I'll just leave and I'll go peacefully, alright? Too late. Oh, okay. Alright, he's dead, so I guess it's too late.
How may I help?
Well, Aloth, you're in a little bit of trouble here, buddy. You need to get out of there, so...
Following your lead.
Arcana. Well, we've got. Oh, I've only got 2. Okay, so.
For Takoa!
Huh?
What?
I shall deal with.
Barely worth it. So what should we do now, huh? Maybe one of these.
Love.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher. My butt.
Huh?
Let's go.
What?
It's a bit stuck. Maybe we could do another one of those things, though.
Love.
Hi.
I think we're doing all right. I think we're good.
I'll let go.
Hey.
Go to the 2-hander for this.
Yes?
Let's have. Yes.
He could do that, or maybe we'll just shoot.
Let's end this.
Nice. Ooh, a 2-mag does loads of damage. What have we got here? Okay, so the Grimoire we'll give to you. It's a basic one. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, let's have a look at what we got in this. Anything we haven't got here. So we've got Eldritch Aim. Wanting Ogre's damage. Yeah, maybe. Mirrored. Yeah, okay. A couple more defensive spells then. That seems okay. This is for now. Okay. Right, now what have we got going on in here? The Book of Valian Love Sonnets. There's a dedication on the first page to my beloved Cainra. Yeah, so we should maybe head back up. Okay, well, he's hostile. We might not go for a just check. We'll have a look in here.
I've got it. Finished.
Rod. Inanimate carbon rod. I think we'll just put it in there for now. Someone has peeled the labels from the bottles. They're stuffed with the dark, gunky pulp that gives off a pungent odor. Okay, buddy. I have that 100 gold back.
Yes?
Let's burn this away.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Itamok.
Oh, I should put her back on her ranged weapon. Whoops. The 2-Mac. Okay, well, I guess that's it. There.
Leave it to me!
No. Okay, Max. He needs a tap. There he goes. Pots are crusted shut with some unidentifiable gunk. Nice.
Let's go.
Never mind them. Oh.
Yes?
Damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Ready, Watcher.
Wow, why is he doing so much damage? I mean, I'm not complaining. But yeah, that is pretty cool. Whoa! Minced him up.
Following your lead. Your tail ends. What?
I?
Let's go.
Ready, Watcher. After him, each
Just jibbing them. On a 2-Mac. Cool. Alright, let's grab all this. Anything special here? Just fine stuff, but I think we're kind of beyond the point of utilizing those. I'll take the key, though. Alright. What got going on in here, then? Let's do sneaky.
Margaret's fire cast light
Just in
in
case there's
dark
traps or
places.
something. Is this as someone rummaged through this uneven row of books in a hurry? These jars are chipped and cracked as if knocked to the ground and set back in place. So... yeah, so this is probably where we'll find the real Pernish, right? Here he is. One side of the overturned vase, splotched in crimson. Someone has gathered sheets and towels into a makeshift bed. The rumpled fabric is stiff with blood and unwashed sweat. Pernish! A man lies, bound and bloodied on the floor before you. His face is a tapestry of bruises, and blood is scattered across several corners of the room. The man cringes and sobs as you approach. Gods, please! Please no more, I can't take any more. Well, I'm not here to hurt you. The man pauses, staring up at you. You're not? Oh, please, Barath, you're not one of his men, are you? He glances nervously behind you. He shakes his head. Please, I don't know who you are, but my name is Pernish. This is my house, you have to help me. And who was that downstairs? An imposter, some wizard named Nyrid. He came to my house, tied me up in here, tortured me. Now he and his men are eating my food, breaking my things, selling svef inside my own house. It'd be a lot easier if you weren't trying to hide something. He looks away. I may have hung on to a tiny portion of my supplier's share, but I needed that money. So what exactly happened? He sent over the wizard Nyrid, the man downstairs. Pernish shudders. To make up the lost copper, I guess, and to hurt me while he was at it. Feels like it's been days. He's already taken care of. Pernish stares at you. Oh, I can't believe this nightmare is finally over. He grins weakly, but then seems to remember something. No idea what you've done for me, but... He looks up at you in a way again. I need to find my love, Kainra, only... after what Nyrid put her through, I'm afraid she won't give me a chance to explain. But she might listen to you. Please, she must be somewhere in Copper Lane. It's the only home she's known. Please don't tell her about the SFEF, it's about what I do. Could make it worth your while. A discount, perhaps? Well, Kana sent me here in the first place. She did? He smiles brightly. That woman helped save my life without realizing it. Please bring her home and tell her that everything is back to normal. Alright, I'll talk to her. Can't thank you enough. Truly, I've missed my poor Kana. Alright. Well, I don't... If she asks, well... I'm not going to deliberately lie about what he's up to, but we'll see what happens. Back to the, whatever it's called, the Goose and Fox? Yeah.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light.
Mixed news, Kana. What happened with Pernish? Did you give him the ring? Yeah, let's be honest. She blinks at you stunned. I had no idea, Pernish, She brings her fist down the table, sloshing a drink. Damn it, how can I trust him after something like this? That he's lied to me for so long. She runs her hand through her hair and takes a deep breath. I should just be glad I found out about this before the wedding. Well, he still loves you. Do you really want to give up on your future together? Perhaps you're right. He's willing to give it up. We can work this out. Seems worthwhile to give him a chance anyway. Oh, and take this. She unclasps something from her neck. Picked it up from one of the merchants to help me stand firm in my decision. I'll be fine without it now. Unwavering resolve added. Lots of experience. Ooh, nice. Might get close to a level up with the legs, B. Alright, let's have a look at this thing, though. 2 intellect and a resolve. That's not bad. What am I sort of wearing in that slot? I've got this cloak on at the moment, which is... Yeah, I do quite like. Eloth is wearing this will cloak. I think we should give him that. We give it to her for now. It's probably not... I mean, how valuable is it? It's not that bad. Okay. Right, well, that seems like a decent place to leave it for now, I think. I haven't finished... Yeah, maybe we'll come out of the bar first, and then I'll look at the map. Because I barely scratched the surface here. Going to be in Defiance Bay for quite a while, I think. So we got...
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard?
The house, the dormitory...
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you. Cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Okay, anyway, yeah, we got this... There might be something to do in this sort of forum area here. Catacombs? I don't really want to go straight back into another dungeon now, but we might just poke our heads in and see what's going on in there, perhaps. But yeah, still plenty to do. Hopefully you're enjoying it, and if you've enjoyed this episode, if you could hit the like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well, let me know your thoughts on the game and series so far. And big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Attack Gaming. It's hugely appreciated as always. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and getting earlier access to my videos, that'd be awesome. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.